beautiful gemstones. Welcome to Tuesday afternoon talk with myself and Ghostdragonzw. Fix my lights here. So Ghost Dragon's got like this creepy looking, it looks kind of creepy because the way I'm seeing it in like the little window, creepy looking Santa Claus right up on the screen at me. Lotus Girl, Blue Crossroads, so good to see you guys. Lotus Girl, I know things are hard right now, as they are for all of us. And I know particularly you've got a lot of things that are stressing you going on, but keep the faith, have hope. It is finally, this big dark night of the soul is finally coming to an end. For a lot of us, specifically for you, I hope you guys, if you didn't get to see it live, checked out my appearance on Sunday night at Pit Chat and Edna. Pit Chat with Wayne and Michelle, formerly Michigan UFO and Paranormal. Can you stop? Stop. You're creeping me out. Sorry, Steven. It's distracting. And I got your beautiful card. Thank you so, so much. It was beautiful. I put it on my mantle. Multifaceted jewels. So yeah, previously Michigan UFO. You guys know them. I told them, I'm like, I never remember the whole name of your show. I had such a great time and was so reinvigorated about interviewing and getting out there and talking about what we do here in this community on that show that I'm hoping to do a lot more lives in the coming near future. I have my bare feet on my brand new grounding mat that Darling Deb sent me for Christmas. And if I can find it throughout this stream, I want to read you guys the note she left with it. Tears, I cried. Nicole Perone. So I am going to bring Ghost Dragons in, and then I want to tell you guys a quick funny story of something that happened to me right before stream.
Hello, everybody. How you all
doing? Tell them what you were doing, please, because I sounded like a weirdo. Hey, Roger.
I was doing this.
And it was like out of the corner of my eye. He's creepy. I still have not gotten rid of this cold, guys, but I did write the script for Monday's video, and we're talking more and discussing the hybrid program. Some cases we covered before, some we didn't, but then I got an Oxford professor's wildly bizarre claims about what he knows about the hybrid programs that are happening. And I got to be honest with you, I lean towards believing him. So funny story. I don't use Snapchat for anything other than filters. I don't communicate with people through it. I just think it's a bad idea. I'm 40 years old. No judgment to anyone who uses it. But I don't use Facebook Messenger either because of the creep. So I did see a snap pop up. I don't even know how that happened because I don't know what happened. But it said, I don't care. I'm going to listen to the Hamilton soundtrack till the day I drop. And I'm like, oh, me too. And I'm like, who is this wonderful person? So my birthday is March 1st. I am one of the only Pisces that I know of, females in my family, besides my Aunt Cindy and my niece Christina. And it was, in fact, my niece. I was like, who's Christina? And then I was like, oh my gosh. So it's funny because I always said Christina, my oldest sister's daughter, reminded me so much of me. And then it made more sense when I realized she's March 9th Pisces. I'm March 1st Pisces. So we're both in that 10 to 12 days of like true Pisces. There's no cusps even encircling our birth dates. And I just thought it was so cool that she was into Hamilton. So, yeah. Talked about a lot on Pit Chat the other night. It was amazing. I always have so much fun with those guys. I wish I could have had more time, but I'm working that schedule out with Ray. So making more time for interviews, hopefully after the holidays. Now the Monday or the week actually after Christmas, we'll definitely still have live Intuitive Oracle, but there will be no pre-recorded uploads for the regular channel or for members just for that week because next week I'm going to be with my mom and my family for the entire week. So I'll be able to get my writing done and maybe do this stream the day after Christmas. I'm not going to be able to script and film and edit and all that stuff. So how's everyone doing?
I'm standing around looking like a fool. What I do best.
I love the little gnomies.
You should show them. Let's take off. Here, I'm going to take us off for a second so they can. Oh, there you go. Here.
See how cute?
Aren't they adorable? I got a bunch of moms page for you.
I love them. I feel so bad because you can't.
You can just go to my page and find them. There, I let you. There's tons of stuff.
So, my merch line is going to change just a little bit, guys, over the holiday break. We're getting rid of like a lot of the excess stuff, you know, a lot of the things that weren't selling for Arisha. She asked me, she was so sweet. She asked me each and every one, like, do you want to get rid of this or keep it? And in order to keep it, she'd have to order more because it wasn't selling. And I was like, listen, anything that you're going to get rid of for you, get rid of for me. But we do have a lot of options coming. And we're going to do a design change, you know, probably after the new year with sending her some pictures. We're going to see which one works of the circular, like big me face in the middle of the shirt. We're probably going to shrink it, move it to the pocket size, or cartoon it because I feel like I'm not really big enough yet for people to want my huge face on their shirt. And that's just reality. But I thought a cartoon face people might be more interested in, or if we shrunk the image and moved it. So we're doing a rehaul of the merch. The coffee cups I was excited about because they're going to be, and I'm getting my own Ghost Dragons Let the Dude Out of the Basement shirt. You guys are also going to be able to see the gray, I'm always wearing it, the gray tank top with the haunted house Gemma Jade on it. You're going to get to see that in black with white writing. And you're going to get to see the Let the Dude Out of the Basement shirt in black with white writing. And the coffee cups are going from 11 to, I think she said 15 ounces. Those coffee cups are amazing because they come with a little spoon. I wish I had it in front of me. The one that Blue Cross Rose got me, the Bigfoot one with the little spoon. I don't use it. I don't drink coffee. I don't really drink too many hot beverages, but I do have it up on my desk over there as kind of a little souvenir, you know, cute little gift. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're ready for the holidays. If you celebrate, Live Intuitive Oracle will be on Friday again this week because I'm not going to my mom's until Christmas Eve. And members, I'm going to be reading from Missing the Faith Theory. I want to ask my members. So, sorry, I just noticed RJ did not complete his homework last night. We thought he did, but there's a piece of it right there. So, sorry. Apparently neither one of us can count to 10 because he was supposed to glue 10 owls to the tree. And there's an owl right there, which means he only did 9. And we both looked at it and thought, so anyway, I wanted to ask, a lot of people have been coming to me for a long time. I'd say in the last year, and asking me like, Gemma, do at least some shorts about spirituality, about your experience, about what spirit tells you and the things that you see and spiritual journeys. And I'm like, yes, I would love to. I would love to. Everything that I talked about in Pit Chat is what people are asking me to talk about in shorts or members videos. Here's the problem. If you notice, I don't mind talking about it. And I have a lot to say, but I need to be prompted. I can't just pick up somewhere and be like, maybe this is what they want to hear. I really need you all, if you want to hear more about that stuff, just send me in some questions. And listen, one simple question, I'll talk for an entire hour. Like my knowledge runs deep of spirituality and guides and the other side, but I need to be pushed a little bit. I need to be provoked a little bit. I need a question to be responding to. It's just the way my mind works and the way I process.
I'll be right back.
Thank you, Anna. Ooh, Batmom, I'll have to check it out. That sounds cool. We do have a cartoonish one of me with the Let the Dude Out of the Basement. It's like me kind of in like a Dom suit. Go over to Jive Creations, check it out. It's actually a really cool design. So other than that, not really much going on. Again, had a great time at Pit Chat. So glad so many of you came out to make it. And I was really glad for the exposure because they're on several different platforms that I just don't have the time to be on right now. And I don't have the money to pay anyone to help me right now with anything. Once I get to that point where I'm making enough money to be able to pay, people, I will be doing so much more. as my writing expands and as I become bigger in that area and make more.
Sorry about
Definitely is something I want to think about in the future. So many birthdays in the past few days. I had no idea I knew so many Sagittarius people.
There's a lot out there. Yeah,
I know.
My mom's birthday was the 8th.
Okay. I know Britney Spears was the 2nd, but I believe that's still Capricorn. Is it? No, that's not Capricorn. I don't know what I'm talking about. I didn't realize she was a Sagittarius. Love you too, Bat Mom. Other than that, guys, just dealing with life on life's terms. Got 5 years sober on Thursday, which is kind of a big milestone for me. 5 years. They say the first, 90 days is like really rough. Then the first year is pretty rough. But like they say,
on your doorstep.
They say once you hit that 5-year mark, you're at a significantly lower risk of relapsing. When it comes to my drug of choice, at least. So it's something I've been striving for a long time. And it means a lot. It means a lot to me. I'm going to try to set something up where I can stream with Lara and celebrate on Thursday. It really depends on Ray, though, and what his schedule is and what he's willing to do to support me in that. So I'll know tomorrow. I forgot to ask him, which means now I'm going to be asking him in last minute. But I don't think that he would have a problem with it. RJ has a half day on Friday, so they'll be together all day and night, and then we'll do Oracle at 7:15. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely been a hard road. It has not been easy, but since starting YouTube, it's been a lot easier having you guys to lean on and just having like the distraction. What's that, Mama Bear? Having the distraction definitely makes it a lot easier. And being able to work and do something significant with my life where I'm helping people. I mean, it's just like, it means the absolute world to me. And I feel fulfilled in my life in the area of my job. I'm very, very fortunate. I don't make a ton of money, but I make enough money to live off of, and could be making a little more, but I have good friends that help me out. And, once I get to that point where I'm financially more stable, I really couldn't ask for more in life. I have a beautiful family. I have amazing friendships. And these are never things that I thought I would ever have 6 years ago. So, getting emotional now. I'm about to film the second week of January's shorts. I don't know if I have first or second. Thank you, Anna. Yeah, I mean, I notice as the time progresses, I get more and more opportunities. Do you know what I'm saying? So whereas this year was a major milestone, I got a job writing, making a significant amount of money. I know like 2024 is only going to bring in bigger and better opportunities as long as I keep trying and keep getting myself and my brand, my name out there. The cat, Miss Smoochy Smoochy. I am mailing out Yule and Christmas boxes tomorrow, along with Christmas cards. I had to do it late, guys, because I had 70 some odd Christmas cards to mail out and I did need the money. So you guys may get it after Christmas, but they are coming. I have 4 or 5 Yule boxes, 2 Amazon gifts, and then all of the cards. Dogman UK, the BS News Channel. Did you guys see Unidentified? Anthony got an award. Most influential. I believe it was most influential UFO channel or something like that. I saw it on Facebook.
Hey, he's been knocking it
awesome. So no wonder he never invited me on his channel because like he's like doing much bigger things.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, Pixie's birthday's on the 28th. I think she wanted to do something that night too.
Yeah, that's a Wednesday.
No, it's a Thursday. No, it's a Thursday.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we don't do any. Oh, she's going to be streaming anyway on her birthday. Whew. It's hot in here. But I can't open the windows even though it's warm because there's something going on out there that has me gagging, just choking on pollen. I don't know. It can't be pollen, I don't think. I don't know. But whatever it is in that air is like, ugh. I'm not a big digital card sender. I'd rather write a little personal note and send it out to people. I wouldn't even know how to receive a digital card really because I hardly check emails. I don't use Snapchat or Facebook Messenger, no Instagram, nothing like that. It's a little chilly out, but I gotta say it's pretty nice. I'm trying to move this conversation into the paranormal realm, and I did have something I wanted to discuss with you all, but I didn't write it down, and therefore it escapes me. Oh, guys, my books are available on Audible now. It's a beta program.
Oh, yeah.
But I got to tell you, it sounds amazingly human. I normally, like, if I would think that an AI reading a book would not sound good at all.
Actually, it's very impressive.
I couldn't believe how good it sounds. Like,
they use AI to freak people out and scam people by. There's a story about a mom who had her voice AI, and her son gets a phone call, and it's her saying they kidnapped me, and he has to get like $10,000 worth of Bitcoin to release her. So he actually calls his mom, and she answers the phone, and it turned out the scammers were using an AI.
I just think it sounds absolutely amazing. I could not be prouder of it. And one of my biggest goals, oh my God, I got to stop vaping. One of my biggest goals for those books was to be on Audible. Now, I wanted to read them myself, but it's a beta program, and I was the first from Beyond the Fray to have my books done. Hey, Becca. Hi, Gemma. So happy you're clean and sober. I hope for myself too. I haven't been able to watch for a while. I love the hair. As for the paranormal realm, I heard a story the other day about a horse. Well, do tell. And you know what? It'll happen in its own time. Don't let anyone rush you or force you. Obviously, using is a very dangerous thing. But I know for me, there was nothing anyone was going to do to me to stop me. So I never judge anyone who may still be trapped in that. I always talk about my biological father is still in addiction. But I hope and pray for you that you get to know the joys of sobriety, because I've accomplished things in the last 5 years that I never could have imagined, that I'd always dreamed. Like, it was my dream to be a best-selling author. It was my dream to connect with people on a spiritual level who understood my gift. And I'm finally able to do that. No, Smoochie, I didn't know that, but I have no control over the ads at all. There's not a place to complain. There's not a place to, ask for different ads. Yeah. I just get stuck with what they put on there. So
that's YouTube.
Brought a little joy that you needed. See, I hate the snow. That would not bring me joy.
I love snow. It was snowing here yesterday. We had a couple of whiteouts too.
I'm trying to look at Paranormal Daily News, but I don't even see anything. I wanted to do a scary Christmas video on Christmas, and I may still do that depending on what I can find. Yeah, I just skipped the ads too. It would make sense though that they would put Temu on mine because I talk about Temu a lot, and they do notice. They do notice those types of things. Yes, Latro, what's up, sweetie? The cat. Where are you located again? Are you the one in North Dakota? You don't have to answer that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even asked that. I'm just wondering where it's negative 17 Celsius. Okay. Yeah, I just skipped the ads regardless of if it's my channel or not. Even for my channel, and I get money off of the people that watch the ads. Northern Ontario. Okay. It makes sense because you use Celsius. I didn't see that at first. I was thinking it was negative 17, like somewhere here. And I'm like, North Dakota? I know a lot about geography. Snow is beautiful on TV, yes, and in snow globes. I positively agree.
I love snow. I got my sled ready. I'm ready to go, and we're gonna be in the 50s over Christmas.
I really dislike it. I boot ruining snow. That's all I know about it. It ruins my boots, and
Ruined your
no,
boots.
it does. Like, not like I wear like snow boots,
I know.
but I did buy a beautiful pair of gray lugs with orange shoelaces.
Yes,
Yeah, it looked good, Blue. It really did. What's up, Mark? What's up, Raymond? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have control over ads, and I don't have control either. I think a lot of people think I do over how many ads are run throughout. That's why, like, the premiere, if you can get to the premiere, you won't see any ads at all for that one showing, I think is how that works.
Yeah, because it's live, because you do it live, basically.
Right. It's basically like
You
doing
get
a
one
live.
at the beginning and maybe one at the end.
But as far as like, I remember they were putting, when I was streaming live on Missing Persons Mysteries, they were doing something like 40 some odd commercial breaks, ad breaks in a 1 hour stream. It's crazy. Hey.
Ah! Yell at me. I was just saying afternoon, Mark, and I hit the wrong button.
So I was doing some research into Slenderman, the Tulpa thing, right? Oh, okay. Let Becca tell us about the horse, because animals, horses in particular, as far as outside animals, are very susceptible to attaching spirits. So the horse story went that a horse from a farm disappeared, no trace, no tracks, or broken fence, etc. A day or two later, the horse was found quite a ways away in the upstairs bedroom, no way, of an abandoned farmhouse. All doors shut and closed from the outside, and the horse was also alive. Do you know, that is not the first time I've heard of that happening, though, like with farm animals. I've seen it happen. Well, not physically seen it, but hey, Miss Pixie, through my research, with cows a lot. Oh, Miss Donna, well, when I'm like doing this and I'm looking at other things, I don't see every single comment that comes in. I would never purposely ignore you, my darling. It still did not happen. Still waiting. I sent out, I can talk to you about that privately, but I'm waiting for some really, really good news, guys. And I was supposed to, get it yesterday. And then today I'm just waiting on the edge of my seat. So I definitely will keep you posted and let you know, Miss Donna, because when I do finally make it to the big time, Donna is I'm going to hire her to sit around and look pretty. We've already agreed on it. She's going to be my personal assistant, but her main job is to look adorable and woo people for me. But yeah, so Miss Becca, by the way, welcome. I don't believe I've seen your name before. I've seen that happen with cows more often than you would think. Like, I've read about that, where specifically there's something, and obviously this is all speculation, but I research for fun. A lot of the time I don't even bring it to the channel because I have so many other things going on the channel. But one of the things I found about that in my research is that they believe somebody claimed to have channeled some type of extraterrestrial that had to do with a farming incident in Venezuela or something last year around this time. I believe if you go to Channeling Eric, you'll find it. The channel Channeling Eric with a K. And they were saying that, first of all, these animals, they're inspirited by extraterrestrial beings a lot of the time, which is why they say we are so closely connected. Some animals will have souls, like dogs and cats, the domesticated, but mainly farm animals are inspirited by extraterrestrials to kind of, and again, guys, conspiracy, speculation, to either, depending what you believe, spy on humans or just to be there for humans and bring comfort and peace. There's been instances, according to this channeler who, channeled this extraterrestrial race, where they were experimenting with the blood of the animals to see if they could hybridize that animal. And I got to go back and get the information, but it's allegedly something to do with the extraterrestrials. But can you imagine being the owner of that horse? just like when I think of someone being there 1 minute or an animal being there 1 minute and gone the next, right? What do I think of immediately? What do you guys think of? I think of, right? Don't you guys? Just, I mean, maybe it's something different, but I always think of being beamed up, just being boom, you're out of there. And I've also, my mom brought something up to me that was, it blew my mind. And I wish she had brought it up to me before I wrote the Missing the Faith Theory, because she was saying, I'm like, the only thing I can't find too much research on, and I don't know what to say, is about the shoes, the people who, their shoes are found. There's always shoes. They're always missing shoes or a shoe. My mom goes, Gemma, think about it this way. If something is dragging you, you can lose a shoe. Or if you're being pulled through a portal and trying to hold on, maybe something's pulling you.
Well, you get ripped right out of your shoes.
The resistance, or ripped right out of your shoes, yanked. And I was like, that rang so true to me.
When you hear about, it's weird because sometimes it's just one shoe. It's not even the other shoe. Or sometimes they're put nicely in together and they're not dirty or nothing.
Well, that I did find in my research, and I did a little bit of channeling. A lot of the times is the more mischievous type of fae, not even mischievous, more malevolent type of fae, where they see the searchers, they see how upset the family is, and they're like, let me amp up the hope a little bit. Let me mess with them and make them cry more. And they like feed off of the fae are no joke, man. I would not ride my pony bareback through the woods. I used her mane to guide her. Oh my gosh. Everything has a spark of, and some people don't agree with that, and that's perfectly fine, guys. But that is the sentiment that I agree with. And also, guys, I know that this sounds crazy to a lot of people, but I mean, hear me out. You don't have to agree with me. I still love you. You guys know that. For me, we don't have to reincarnate on Earth, right? Our souls choose to reincarnate on Earth because it is the toughest place to be, to learn. This is the only place, the third dimension, and there are many Earths on third dimensions, where we do not come with total recall of our connection to the collective or to God, whatever you call it. We come here because it's tough. So Becca says they even took the measurements of the stairs in this tiny old house and the height of the horse and the weight versus how old the stairs were too. The math wasn't math then. Aliens, in my opinion, teleport play. I don't know. Yes, that is Becca, girl. I'm right there with you. That's what I was saying. Like, it had to have been teleported. There's no way someone wouldn't have gotten caught staging this whole thing.
There's a farmer that was down south near my Uncle Water many moons ago, and he kept finding his cows in the hayloft, and he could never figure out how they kept ending up in the hayloft, because it's a ladder. How did they climb the ladder? And this went on for years.
So 2 things. Blue Crossword says, Gemma Jade, that actually happens a lot with car versus pedestrian accidents. Yes, I have found the point of contact before the person's shoes are neatly set. Really? Right where the impact happened. I thought you meant the coming out of the shoes. Wow, I didn't know that. Mystical Rock Hounding and Fossil says, hi, good day. David Politis, missing 411, Can-Am, missing 411. His research says many are German backgrounds and the victims very much all look the same. Oh, very much all look the same. Right. Now that's a research. I'm not sure what now that's a research means. I have every single one of his books, minus any new ones that came out in the last 2 years. And I have read through them. It's interesting research, but I hesitate to use his research on this channel because he has a tendency to try to get people in trouble for even speaking his name. So that's why I call it the missing phenomenon. But you're absolutely right. Yeah, there's a lot of, my book, Missing the Faith Theory, was only one idea, one theory as to what could be causing all of the missing. It wasn't like this is what's happening. It was just my own theory as to one thing that it could be. Boys of Brazil, no.
Yeah, I'll have to find you that story because I actually know that story. Are you going to pull it up?
I'm going to try. I'm just getting a movie.
Yeah, there's a movie called The Boys from Brazil, but that's not what it's about.
What is Boys of Brazil?
It's
like, what is it?
They disappeared, made children of German.
Okay.
Basically,
okay, yeah, I'll have to look into it. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Oh gosh, where am I? I just accidentally bumped StreamYard out for a minute. Let me see if I can get back in.
You're on now, so you're good.
I know, but I can't find it.
Uh-oh.
I'm not good with stuff, guys. Hold on one sec. Sorry about that. You think I'd know how to operate StreamYard by now?
That's
all right,
weird because you're putting yourself back in. That's so wild. I got two of you now. What happened? You just reboot it.
All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, that's wild. I got 2 Gemmas. One's enough to handle. Oh my gosh, not 2 of them. Ah. Too many Gemmas. Oh, that's fun. You'll get it. Just keep going. You'll find it. Not yet. Keep going. You're reconnecting again. There you go. Just leave it like it is. What's going on? I wish. There you go. Now just click it. Can you click it? There you go. Wait. I'm lagging in YouTube, so I'm watching both. I'm in stream. Just go out and come back in. Just leave the stream, then come back in. If you can hear me. Yeah, sometimes it does that. She teleported. Yes, she did. She's oh, you already did and you're still getting 2? That's weird. You're duplicating for some reason. Because you're still in you. It's really weird because you're still here. I can still see you in the back. Mercury is good. Yeah, it is. Just leave StreamYard and come back in. Totally leave it and then come back in. Oh, you already did? Oh, that's weird. No, it's not duplicating on the screen, but in the back rooms, it's duplicating. There you go.
I found it. Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Mercury's in lemonade.
Yeah, it is.
Becca, absolutely. You guys didn't know those were clones.
Yeah.
What happened was I used the StreamYard tab to look up the Boys of Brazil.
Oh, so you had, yeah,
and
okay.
I couldn't find it after that, but because there was a live stream open, it wasn't letting me just exit. So, okay, whatever. That was crazy. And you know, it's so okay. You could just say that German guy, Mystical Rock Hounding, but that's crazy. I will look into it. I did just cover hybrid programs and the theory from one professor from Oxford University who believes that there are specific kinds of extraterrestrials that walk amongst us only invisibly. And I believe that a lot of them aren't invisible. I believe we see them, we just don't recognize them for who they are. Like the reptilians, they vibrate differently, they vibrate higher, and we just can't, recognize them for what they are. Most people can. I do believe there are some people that can, and some people nowadays are catching slips. I'm obviously not saying every single celebrity has been overtaken, but do I think it's possible that some very important people in our society have, yes, I do believe it. I believe it's
Well,
possible.
also mask making has become so advanced that you can literally get a mask to put over your face that looks like somebody else and nobody could tell.
Bye, Smoochie Girl. Yeah, I believe it.
I was going to say something after.
Oh, thanks, Mark.
Thank you very much. I can always use a waffle sandwich. Always. I had a peanut butter and jelly one the other day.
Thank you, Raymond. Ooh, don't forget pizza night.
I said at the beginning of this before we logged on that I didn't forget.
Okay. What I wanted to say is that the German background people that go missing in forests are possibly, okay, mystical rock counting in fossils. That actually, I'm gonna write that down, and I will credit you if I find enough that I can discuss this theory, if you don't mind. Mystical,
which is highly possible because I've looked into that.
That's an angle I haven't heard explored before. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, it's actually an interesting angle. I researched that a while back ago. I should have brought that up when they brought it up.
Also, I always had this thing until I did the book about them with the black-eyed kids, where I wondered, I don't really wonder this too much anymore because of all the enormous research I've done for the 4th book that's coming out. Paranormal dude, what's up? I used to wonder if, like, can we look at kids who have gone missing throughout the centuries that were never found and compare them? No, because there really weren't a lot of pictures. They didn't do missing posters until, the early 20th century. So we would never know. Are those the people are those the children that got lost in the woods? Now, like I said, with the new research that I have, I very highly doubt it. I discussed this the other day on Pit Chat. Man, I had an amazing time, and I love.
It was such a good stream, and it was a great way to start it.
I love talking about spirituality, and I really do want to do that for you guys. M411 and Coast to Coast. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. And also, I'll go to Beyond Belief.
I was talking to a guy the other night in one of the Discords that I pop in every so often, and he believes that hail crawlers and rakes are genetic mistakes from alien hybrids, and they hide them in the caves and lose them and leave them hidden in wells and caves.
Do you know why I believe that? I believe that for a couple of reasons. Mystical. Yeah, I did see it in the research, but I never made that. That's an amazing connection. And thank you for giving that to me, because I am going to research it and bring it to the channel. And of course, like I said, I will credit you. So there's a couple of reasons I believe that. The first reason is that a lot of people that I've come across in my research have reported reptilians being in caves. I don't believe all extraterrestrials live in outer space. Okay. Also, I also believe there are extraterrestrials who live deep in the depths of our ocean. And I believe when people are being abducted and they believe they're being taken to outer space or wherever they think they're being taken, I believe they are taken into the ship and taken underwater, into a cave, underground, perhaps. I don't think, because of the way time works here in such a linear fashion as compared to how we know it works differently in space, how would they possibly abduct us, bring us to space, and it just wouldn't work? We wouldn't get back for 250 years. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I don't know exactly how long, but it would be much longer than a few hours that we're missing. They have to be doing it, in my opinion, somewhere here on this planet. And I've covered underwater abductions before on this channel.
Yeah. Well, we don't even know. It's pretty sad. We know more about space than we do about our own oceans. And it's interesting because there's a certain point where they will not go so deep. They're going deeper now. But somebody had told me that he had a lot of footage that they have captured over the years too. But yes, this is that Lutro. That is true. I've read that same statistic.
Miss Lara. Yeah. Miss Lara, I agree. And I've said that in some of my videos about the pale crawlers, or I believe that they are a type of ghoul. But that doesn't mean they can't be extraterrestrial. Do you know what I'm saying? I think we're going to be finding that a lot of things have to do with extraterrestrials that we never put two and two together before. Going so far as, is the Slender Man a tulpa? I know that on the other side, and Paranormal Dude, I see you, just give me a second. I know that on the other side, our greatest minds that were here on this planet who are still in spirit are, I forgot what they call it, but they're putting things in people's minds, helping us cure cancer. Like people that are making these amazing discoveries, a lot of the time it's being put through them, channeled through them. Right? So don't know where I was going with that.
Mm-hmm.
Paranormal Dude, I agree. I do agree with that.
Yes, I do too.
To a certain degree. And Miss Lotus Girl, yes, they are one of the things that scare me the most. Yeah, it's hot in here, guys, but the thing is I can't open my windows. That dang Jersey air is finally catching up to me. I'm 40 now, okay? I've just got to say, not to get off subject, RJ lost 2 teeth this weekend, okay? 2. Making out like a bandit.
I was just going to say.
Mystical Rock Hounding and Fossils, do you want to email me? And Raymond, I did email you back. So once you get that, connect with me. Yeah, he had the 2 on the bottom here.
He's going to be Toothless the dragon.
He's so adorable with it, though.
He's such a boss.
He really is, to the point, like, when you guys were playing last night, he's like, just one more game. I'm like, no. How many times did I say no? And then finally I'm like,
I was instigating him to a point.
It doesn't matter. He knows he's going to get over on mom. Thank you, Roger. I feel most of the time a lot younger than 40. I wish I had done something with my life before I reached 37, but you know what? I hope that I'm making up for lost time. I really do. The messages you guys send me, the emails, I tear up just thinking about them. The other night on Pit Chat, I was getting very emotional. And I did apologize to Wade. I'm like, I'm sorry. But number one, Michelle, there was an oppressive energy over Michelle and it was making me upset. Not really an entity, just like I could see the darkness severely oppressing her. You could see it all over her face. If you know how to look for those things.
I was picking it up.
And it was making me very upset. But then towards the end there, I was just channeling information. I had to go back and watch to know what it was that I said. And when I channel like that, especially through the light, I cry. Okay, Mystical Rock Hounding. But you can catch it on my show because I will be bringing it to the channel because that sounds amazing. Blue Crossroads, thank you. Yeah, I did have I always have a good time with them. They messaged me at like 8 o'clock Saturday night. And they're like, do you want to come on? And I was like, yes. I love everybody that's ever interviewed me. I always have a great time. But those 2, I just love their energy. They're my favorite. And I love that they do it together.
So kind.
I love that they do it together. Thank you, Donna. So are you. You have to give yourself more credit. I don't really watch TV too much, to be honest with you guys.
I don't really anymore. I watch my cartoons.
Miss Lara, I hear you have a birthday coming up. I apologize that I didn't remember it, but feel free to stream if you want. I think you're already going to be streaming, so set that up. I will set up a happy birthday thumbnail if you want to send me a special picture or something like that. I want to put my Christmas background up before it gets too late because I won't be here after, I'm going on Christmas Eve to my mom's. Paranormal Dude, thank you. Yeah, I just want to do the most. I really do, to get like the factual information and to just put it out there and let you guys make your own decision.
That's what it's about.
Mystical Rock Hounding. I get a lot of pushback with some of my stuff. Sometimes I have to be really careful. People think sometimes I'm too strict, but I'm trying to do this for a living. So I kind of have to be that way, but I totally understand what you're saying.
I'm gonna tell you.
Miss Lara, absolutely. But this Thursday, I forgot to ask Ray, so I'm gonna have to ask him last minute. but I will ask him if I can come on and we can chat together for my 5-year sobriety anniversary there. I'm the only person I know that like gets off drugs that close to Christmas. But it was now or never, you know. So yeah, guys, definitely very interesting theories. I think we're going to start to find extraterrestrials have a lot more to do with a lot of things than we were ever aware of. But like I channeled the other night, and I was shocked when I went back and listened, that they're going to use disclosure as like a scare tactic to keep the population in line. And that could be bordering on conspiracy, but I channeled it right from spirit. And I will tell you guys this, I was going to say it before again. We can go a little over an hour if we have stuff to talk about, but I will tell you this. I channeled a few times my guides, and I try to put my energy out for ETs. It hardly ever works. One thing I channeled when I picked up an ET one time, and I don't know what kind. I believe it was an Arcturian, but I cannot say 100%. And again, I want to be as honest as possible. It was blue, whatever it was, and beautiful. Hairless. I got to look it up. I believe it was Arcturian, but I could be wrong. So what they said was, along the lines of what Latro was saying a little bit, that the people that go missing in the woods, not all of them, obviously, because there are many different things going on there. They're being like taken. Like they go around a corner and they're just gone, teleported or zapped. I don't know how they're doing it. If a portal opens in front that they don't see. Donna, hold that thought, baby. I will answer you. And what they're doing is they're being brought to the same exact spot on a new Earth that some extraterrestrials have gotten together and made. And they want to try out too, because of everything going wrong on this planet. What happens to the people when they're like very confused and upset? Like, I need to go back to my family. I can't be here. And their choices are stay here. You've been chosen, and go about your life as you are, or go back deceased. Because they can't have the people that went telling anyone about it. I don't know why they don't just bind their memory, but I guess it's too much of a risk to take that they'll recover those memories. I do believe in hypnotic regression. Most of the time, I do think there's a very broad spectrum and a lot of movement for, what's it called? Suggestion. Yes. But in some instances, I do believe in it. Donna says, also, I have a question.
Manipulation too is involved in that.
Right. That's what I mean. If you're abducted, do aliens have the ability to love? So if you fell in love, would you be able to stay? There are actually cases, not many, but a handful, or a little less than a handful that I found, Miss Donna, of women specifically who have claimed to have been in romantic relationships with certain types of extraterrestrials. Now, as far as what I understand, they do know how to love other emotions besides love. They only understand in concept. That's why they so many of them, I'm sure there are many that are not this way, but so many of them that we experience, that we see, that are actually trying to help us, plus help themselves with the hybrid programs. Yes, they have the deep ability to love intrinsically. The thing is, when it comes to human beings, they're very sterile. They're very business. We're here to extract this for this reason, this purpose. There's very, very few cases on record, not that there are none, where people have been able to have conversations with them, back and forth conversations. Not to mention, I believe it's one of the things that are forbidden by the Galactic Federation for any extraterrestrial entity to get involved physically or romantically with a human being. Now, I know the reptilians specifically are known to SA, or intimately assault, women a lot. A lot of the time, people think they're being assaulted by demons, incubus or succubus, which do exist, but it's actually reptilians. So I guess it also depends on the ability to mate, right? Like when people say the black-eyed kids have to be the children of the men and women in black. But if the men and women are black, or extraterrestrials, or any other supernatural type entity or force, how can we possibly assume that they procreate the same way we do? Right? It has happened, and that's actually another good idea for a video. There's one woman who said she married and fell in love, then, of course, divorced, an extraterrestrial. Extraterra, more land outside this realm. I think not from fake space.
Yeah, the story
I'm not
of Admiral Byrd is an interesting story.
I'm not sure mystical rock hounding, what they created it from. But I know, I believe it. I 100% believe it. I know that I wasn't dreaming or sleeping when it happened. I put myself in trance and called forth any extraterrestrials that wanted to speak through me. And I did the whole process that I would do for spirit. And that is what I found out. And the craziest part is when I went on channeling Eric, like a week later, they were talking about the same thing. And Eric said the same thing. Hey, what's up? We were just talking about you guys. I don't know which one of you it is, but if it's Michelle,
you never know.
If it's Michelle, I'm sorry about my awkward text yesterday. My son was driving me nuts. You can feel free to text me anytime and we can talk about and discuss that. And if you can do a phone call, I can do that on Sunday.
Wayne,
well, relay the message, sir. I had such a great time the other night. I really, really did. I was just saying that. Lotus Girl, yeah. They were talking about the exact same. I've had so many things that, like, people and entities that I've channeled, whether on purpose or by accident, come up on that channel, channeled by those mediums. That's like the exact same thing.
You know, I'm going to tell you a secret. A lot of people don't know this because you can't even find them in the Wayback Machine anymore. Many moons ago, I had a YouTube channel, and they banned me because I touched subjects. I got pretty deep on some stuff, so they got mad. Facebook did the same thing. That's why when I told you I was going to come back to Facebook, I was hesitant. Well, and it took me 3 years to even be able to post comments and stuff on YouTube. So before I even met you.
Oh, dang, I had something I wanted to say.
Sorry, I blew your concentration.
Oh, nope. You have every right to talk. Just because I dominate the conversation does not mean you have to be quiet for me.
I want to show, before we leave, I want to show Cindy's Lee's stuff, and I will not play that music.
Just give me a minute. What I was going to say is I know that YouTube does that because I privatize them all now for personal reasons of someone trying to use that against me and get me in trouble. Like, it was a big ordeal, but I privatized all of them. But all of my original videos on this channel were about addiction, recovery, safe spaces to use, clean spaces to use, decriminalization, all of that stuff. Yeah. And I was basically sent an email by YouTube and told that I will never be able to monetize that channel. And because I was looking to make this a job, I had to change up what I was talking about.
And you can literally see when you had to do that.
Yeah. Yep. I had to switch, and I started with true crime, but then I had the incidents with the people related to the people I was covering. I'll be honest, it wasn't my best stuff, but I was new and all I was trying to do was help. I wasn't even making a profit at that time at all. And I was attacked and called names and body shamed, and all for trying to cover a story, you know. Aaron Gillern's mother, that stopped me from wanting to do true crime cases. Then I had another case where the mother was an absolute sweetheart, but the suspected killer became obsessed with me and started reaching out and telling me things about the case that I wasn't supposed to know. So then I had detectives bugging me. Yeah. So that's kind of why I moved out of true crime, but I'm glad I came into the paranormal because I really found my groove. So Latro says, note that a big-headed gray alien cannot possibly have fit through a pelvis during a birth. I think that's also one of the reasons for the hybrids, right? The reason that they need to steal the baby from the womb at a certain point. Right. The reason they come and take from the man what they need. Usually it's from the woman, but it works both possible ways. Pitch Hat says humans can be nasty when they can be assassins from a distance and protected by being anonymous. I call it keyboard thugging, Wayne. Keyboard thugging. Yep. Okay, Stephen, go ahead. No music, please.
No music.
These are by Mama Cindy Lee, and I love them, and I really want to acknowledge her and give her the credit because she does such an amazing job. I love them. I'm
Okay,
a
the
meme.
first one does not have any music, so we don't have to worry about it, but you'll get a kick out of this. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Ding dong me. I'm so well. Here. There you go. You ready?
Let's do it.
Whoops, let me pull it up there. Hold on.
My mom used to, when I was little, sing, "You're a mean one, Mrs. Grinch." That might be my favorite so far.
You should see the comment I left because I even brought that up in the comment. Okay, 1 second.
Becca, I did cover underwater abductions somewhere like a year or two ago, and I'm also going to bring them more cases of them to light in the coming January or February. So keep an eye out for that. If you go back and look through my videos, you're going to find a lot of stuff that is different from what I'm covering now, and a lot of stuff I need to bring back to the attention of my viewers. I love it. I really hope we don't get in trouble for this.
No, you won't, because we took the music down. Okay, hold on. See if I can get the next one. It's such a hassle sometimes. Okay.
Let me look real fast, Beck. I may be able to tell you kind of where it is while Steven's doing that.
I am trying to hurry.
No, you don't have to hurry. We're good. I just got to film a few shorts, but I want to find that for Becca if I can. I know it's like way back. Right. You know what I think I actually did it was like November and December of 2021, I want to say.
That sounds about right.
Because I did it, I think, right before I started Spaced Out Radio. I did extraterrestrials and the missing in the woods, extraterrestrials and soul reaping, creatures that are literally feeding on us. Scientists say there are 4 malevolent ET civilizations within, X amount of time. Are extraterrestrials just time-traveling humans, more on Dolce base? Meet the Greys, an in-depth look into the alien Greys. Real extraterrestrial encounters. Women in Black. Oh my God. Go ahead.
I'm trying. Hold on.
The Fae and extraterrestrials. My personal and lifelong encounters with a family of shadow entities. 1 year ago. It's even further than that. I did terrifying encounters with aquatic humanoids as well.
Yeah, you did. It's in there.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not ignoring you, but I want Miss Becca to see this.
I always look so serious.
Okay, so it's definitely after 2 years ago. Let me find it here. She does such an amazing job on these. I love that she knows how to do them. I just saw it the other day too, that's why it's kind of aggravating me now. I did staircases in the woods, 3 videos on alien hybrids. Now I've got to find it. Ooh. Good morning, Miss Diane. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to read the chat. Just give me a second. Magdalena Jacques, that was crazy. Man who spent 10 days aboard an alien craft, abducted in plain sight. Of course, I had to do the vampires numerous times. Here it is. Abductees and USOs, underwater submerged objects. So here's what the thumbnail looks like. I'll wait till we go back on a bigger screen for you. It premiered on November 17th, 2022.
Here you go. I'll go back to your screen. There you go.
Paranormal Dude. I wrote a whole book on them. So Miss Becca, that's what it looks like. And again, November 17th, 2022. And it's between double feature and alien hybrids. More on alien hybrids. So I just want to give credit to Miss Cindy Lee. I wasn't trying to ignore that. I definitely love them, and I definitely appreciate her. And I've got to go on your Facebook and get all of them for myself. No, yeah, it's just monster hunting, cryptid creature hunting. I want to do something like where I get people together to do something like that at the Pine Barrens. I've been talking about it for 2 years. Pit Chat with Wayne and Michelle says spiritual warfare. I'm 100% convinced we have a demonic realm and possible ET visits, different things happening at the same time. There are many, and I think that's why so many people are misinformed and believing the hype, and they think that ETs are demons.
It's all connected.
Yeah, but it's not connected in that way. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think it's really important that when we talk about this, like, yes, reptilians are evil. They're very militant. But they're biologically created. They're not demonic, which is a whole separate thing. They may be as evil as demons and hate us as much, but they're not demons. They're separate. I understand why people think that. Pit Chat with Wayne and Michelle, you know, when like I said, I had to go back and listen to the last part of what I said to you guys because I channeled it all. And when I got done with that stream, I was highly emotional. I was crying. And that usually happens when I channel. But I couldn't believe what came out of my mouth. I mean, I believe it, but I was shocked that my guys were so forceful in being like, yes, like, tell them this. This is, you know, it definitely shocked me, but in a good way. Paranormal Dude, as soon as I get like more time on my hands and get my license back, please trust and believe I will be all over investigating. She does such a great job. Kicked out of rehab on Thanksgiving, missed our Thanksgiving because we were sick. So Becca, I have a funny story about that too. The night before Thanksgiving, I was in one. And I wanted to leave. I was like, I can't take this. It was 2.5 hours away from where I live. And I was like, I just want to call my husband. And they were like, you already made your phone call this morning. You can't call him. And I was like, okay, well, I need to get a ride. And they're like, not our problem. Pack your stuff. They tried to send me with this gigantic bag because I was supposed to be there for at least 3 months. They tried to send me with this gigantic bag of stuff, no cell phone, no money, to a closed down train station because it was the night before Thanksgiving. That's and leave me there. So I called the cops on them, and the cops were like, you cannot do that. You have to at least let her sit in the lobby for X amount of hours. And I did. My husband did come and rescue me like he always did back then. But I get it. I know where holidays are just another day, you know, and actually they kind of suck because you can't go out and hustle and get money because it's a holiday. Everything's closed. Luckily, I lived in Paterson, New Jersey, where it's mainly a Muslim population. So a lot of the holidays we celebrated, they didn't. So things were still open in that area. I get it, baby. I really, really do. Becca, if you ever want to email me, please feel free. Ghostdragonzw, I see him moving. He's going to put my email address in the,
that's exactly what I'm
in the
doing.
Chat. Feel free. I have people that just sometimes want to vent or just want to share experiences or talk, you know, something like that. So yeah, the 21st, what had happened was my son was getting very sick and he was newborn and they thought there was something with his like heart. I'll just make a long story short because I don't really want to talk about it publicly, but I got on my knees and I prayed and I was like, I will stop right now, right this minute, and I will be sick and I will never touch it again if you just help him. And within a month, everything that was going on, they're like, we don't know how this happened, but it's actually not like there's nothing wrong with him at all. And I never touched anything again. But that's my faith and my belief that that was God. Not everybody believes that, but that's what I believe. And it's kept me honest, that's for sure. And my little boy just turned 5 and he is amazing. And he saved my life. He's the love of my life. He's a boss for sure. This kid is 5 in kindergarten and wants to wear suits and ties to school. Like legit Adidas sweatsuits, Nike sweatsuits, or the track suits. And he's got some of those coming and he has some. And he told me, he's like, now I just have to get that thing on your neck, meaning a tie. And I gotta gel his hair. I mean, you know.
That's funny.
Guys, hit me up if y'all need me. I'm going to film some shorts. I definitely love you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. I miss Cindy Lee. I want to particularly thank you for the amazing memes. I didn't mean to ignore them. I was just trying to help a new subscriber find her way through my over 1,000 videos now. Becca, check it out. Check out some of my other stuff. Let me know what you think. Email me. I will usually, you're a female, so give you my number. And we could chat if you need someone to lean on or vent to, or just someone to talk you through it. I am 100% here. I hate talking on the phone, but I will text with you all night long. So, all right, guys, love you. Ghost Dragons, I'll talk to you a little later after I get the munchkin off the bus. Let me know if you're available for Fortnite because he's going to ask, and we'll order that pizza. Bye, guys. See you on Friday night for Intuitive Oracle.
See you later, alligators.